Now, I know what you're thinking. This ain't a Lego figure. But I did put up a poll on my community tab, and the few people that voted, it ended up with 100% for yes. People wanted to see me review some mainline and third party figures. I don't do a lot of third party because, like, money, but I have some here and there. Currently I only have one, but I've got a couple more coming in. Currently I've got the New Age Reflector set, but I do also have some APC Toys stuff coming in with Arachnid and RC, and yes, the RC is just a rework and like improvement of the original figure. The Arachnid is their entirely original mold that is really fucking awesome. Ignoring that, this is an official Hasbro release. This is Shattered Glass Soundwave. So I'll grab the box and his other bits. We'll chuck the box in the background so you can see that. He also came with this awesome comic. This is just a variant of IDW Shattered Glass 2, but it's just like a recover basically. But this is a really awesome cover of Soundwave here. And in the set you get Soundwave himself. This is a recolor, like redeco of a Walmart exclusive Soundwave. Dick move, Hasbro. For starters, like, with the Siege one should have been the exclusive, but I feel like it was Hasbro knowing what they were doing. People desperately want this mold and this version of Soundwave, and I've seen some people say this mold's terrible, and honestly, I tend to be quite negative, but I have to disagree. Comparing this to, like, the Kingdom one is nice, but I wouldn't necessarily go as far as to say the Kingdom core class is better than this. This is just like a slightly more complicated version of the Kingdom core class, or I suppose the Kingdom core class is just like a simplified version. I like it more than the Siege, but my enjoyment of this might also come from the deco. So taking Ravage and Laserbeak here out of the way, looking at the dude himself, you'll notice this blue paint, this does not deceive you, this is metallic. And it gets even more metallic when you get to the other robot mode stuff. This has basic Soundwave functions. You can open the cassette door, put either of the two cassettes you get, or I think any of the... I don't think any of like the cassettes will work. I think just the ones that were made for like Soundwave will fit in there. Laserbeak not fitting amazingly, but Ravage fits just fine. I prefer to just not store any of them in the chest because you really don't need to. And it ruins the classic look. I mean, this isn't the best mold because when you come around to the back, this really is just a facade. You've got the arms hanging out on the back, all of his weapons. This weird extra blaster that he comes with that I don't understand. Tabbing those off though, and you'll notice where some of my problems with this figure arise. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but that is not the same color as that. This is yellowing. And it isn't like I've had this figure for ages and it started yellowing. I've had this figure for about a week, and it was yellowed out of the box. So, as much as I love this figure, and if you can get him, I do recommend it. Because he is cheap. Currently on Hasbro Pulse, I don't know what it would be in dollars, but I paid like £38 for this. And a standard Voyager is like £35 over here. So, like, he costs a slight bit more than the regular Voyager. Comes with 2 cassettes, a handful of weapons, and again, this is a legitimate comic, it's not a print. The only reason I haven't opened it is because it's being framed. I don't really read comics, and if I want to read comics instead of getting the physical copies, I will just read them online. Either that, or I'll buy the physical thing to support the creator, if I like the cover of it a lot, and then it will just be put up somewhere in its packaging or stored away to look pretty, and then I'll just read it online. I personally think any comic that you buy should come with just a QR code to read online. Just sell artwork with a QR code. It'd be so nice. But no, he does have a lot of back rooms, but you can also see that beautiful metallic blue. So, I guess we'll get into the transformation. And this is kind of exactly what you'd expect. This is the legs, this is the chest, this is not the crotch, this is his ass expanded. And I wonder what these bits are going to be on the back. My guess is this is his head, but it's quite difficult to tell. Start the transformation, I'm going to flip that up, and then just fold out his legs. Now this is a difference to the Kingdom one, and one where I think the Kingdom ups it. So the way Soundwave's legs are always shaped is so this inside panel can go against the torso, and I think they should have done that, because then you could have got completely squared off edges and got rid of this little tab. But it's a fair enough scenario. I'm going to flip these legs down, and then get the arms out of the way slightly. Now I wouldn't recommend tabbing these in fully when you have them in cassette mode, because it will rub against the paint on the waist and significantly fuck up robot mode. You can do that. Fold these panels in. And if we fold the arms back, we get my personal favorite mode, the Among Us. That's just dated this video with an already dated joke. Now I'm then going to open the feet up, flip them out. Some sort of mystery substance is in both of these legs. That's nice. Fold these panels. It's sort of standard affair. Fold the arms around to the front. Clip them in. Rotate the arms. Flip the hands out. Kind of wish there was a gap filler, but I didn't pay too much for him, so I'm not too fussed, and he is already quite nice. And then finally, the only thing that is really a retool of this over the original Earthrise Soundwave, I guess it would be, is the head to give him the awesome ninja headband that he has. And now finally we're going to accessorize him, so have a shoulder cannon that does actually pivot if you want it to. And his gun, which isn't just a barrel that plugs in. You push this, extends out. Isn't that nice? And then that can go in his hand. Then he also has this extra gun that is yellowing. And I don't even know what this is, because in this mode it seems like it's a staff. In this mode it's like a weird gun. I'm just going to chuck it away. Maybe it's supposed to be an antenna for his alt mode. Who knows and who cares? You could literally just throw it in the trash or give it to another figure. It doesn't matter. Now moving on to the cassettes real quick. Move Soundwave to the back. We'll start with Laserbeak because he's the most simple. I don't know if these are just like the original ones, so I don't know what the original ones were like. But we're just going to fold the feet down, flip the wings out. It's basically standard affair. This can be a little annoying to do, but use a nail to flip the head out. Fold his back over. And you do also have the optional spy camera that you can fold out from under here. That's not going to happen anytime soon. My suggestion would be like open that up and push the back of it with something. Usually it would be in his head, but I like the inclusion even if it's in the wrong place. Put him to a side. And then get on to Ravage, who's a little bit more tedious and fiddly. So you're going to start by just folding out the legs. I'm just going to say it here, I don't like this Ravage. It is kind of crappy. And then we're going to just fold the back of the cassette down. Fold them up. Rotate these legs around. And then flex the plastic in an uncomfortable way to get clearance for those pores. We'll just flip the head out first. Flip the head up and fold the pores down. And then we have Ravage in his robot mode. This does also have an extra pop-out feature that, again, don't know if this was an actual feature, but there's a cannon behind his neck. It isn't just a port for people to grab him, it is actually sculpted to look like a cannon. No tail, but we'll just ignore that. It's fair enough, budgetary reasons, I guess, or just Hasbro being fucking lazy. Who knows, who cares, it is literally just the tail of him that is missing. And of course the big blasters on his back. They sort of made it by like having these little blue pointy bits on his legs, but whatever. Now the nice thing that I really enjoy about this mold, and I'm guessing this was there on the original, is if you put his arm out and fold it out, you'll see these 4 tabs. I mean, you won't because like this shines so much that it's fucking up the camera's focus. He has these 4 tabs that correspond with Laserbeak's feet. So you can actually get Laserbeak here. I wouldn't recommend doing this too much and having him pegged in, because again, you will scratch that paint away. But Laserbeak can peg. I would personally just say use them as guidance to rest him, but do not push him in all the way. But like, the only thing that does kind of bug me that's kind of ugly, he has serial numbers and stuff for the figure inscribed there, which is just gross. Like, put it under the wing, which they also have. So like, it's under the wing as well. I don't know why they had to put it on that where it's visible. That's gross. Whenever he does have light piping, I can actually sort of, you can sort of see it from like the ring light, but it is pretty shitty light piping. Personally, would have preferred if his eyes were just painted with nice metallic green, similar to the fucking beautiful metallic blue that covers this thing. Like, oh my god, the paint is amazing. It's just scary that it feels like it's going to chip. Articulation-wise, he's pretty decent, actually. We get to the elbows, and he's got really good elbow bends. Oh, I forgot to mention, he's also got these weird little blasters under his arms, like stingers almost. If anyone knows what the fuck those are, go ahead and say in the comments, and I will probably read it, because I have like 10 people that will probably watch this. Well, like, everyone else is going, ew, this isn't a Lego build, I don't care about it. Knee-wise, 90, box standard. Waist swivel, which is nice. Got these fucking skirts that can flip up to get him, like, pretty decent kicking. Do the same with the butt plate, flip it up. Flick his leg all the way back. Forgot to also mention, Kiddle ain't too bad. It's literally just this. It's good. It's doing better than Kingdom Soundwave's Kingdom Blasters one, where his was more prominent from the front. This one you can't really see it all from the front, which is quite nice. Anyway, foot can tilt that much in. That's all you get from the ankle pivot. Rotation at the thigh, rotation at the shoulder. No bicep swivel, just shoulder. The wrist can go from transformation. His elbows are on his shoulders are on a really annoying ratchet though, where you have this position, or that, and there's no in between, and it's kind of annoying for posing him. And then head is on a ball joint. Not a very good one. He can look up that much, he can't look down, and his head can sort of swivel, but it's really tight because Hasbro. Of course, got that nice red bot logo as well. That's all I have to say about this guy. I'm probably going to film another video tonight covering a Lego build, so don't worry, those are sticking around. I'm not swapping over for these guys. I'll just do these guys as well occasionally, because it's just a nice thing to film. Or I don't have to worry about breakages or anything. I can just kind of manhandle it. And it's a lot more fun. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will either be Cheetor or an original character. I'll probably go with the original character, because it's less breakable than Cheetor.